right.
Let me tell you about my family.
Hey, here we go, now it's that time again. Let's take a look and see what's happening. Roller coaster ride, no surprise. It's life with Louie, Louie, Louie. Life with Louie, Louie, Louie. It's life with likable, lovable, completely huggable. It's life with Louie.
Of all the things we had to learn in school, I'd have to say my best subject was lunch, but my worst was definitely science. Mr. Lambert had a scintillating way of making astronomy as fascinating as watching paint dry.
Around the sun, a star. How great a chance.
Very funny, Goon.
Intelligent life on other planets.
How about the chance of intelligent life teaching this class?
Mr. Grunwald, since you and Mr. Anderson seem to be so enthusiastic about class participation, I have a little treat for you.
1 week? What kind of class project are we going to come up with in just 1 week?
No pressure, Goon. It just counts as half our grade.
Think of it as a challenge. How about something like that?
A spaceship? And what exactly are we supposed to use for parts?
We'll improvise.
How come we have to improvise in my garage?
Your dad has more junk. Hey, this waffle iron will make a good rider. And this old telescope will make a cool ray gun.
Careful. My dad used that in the war.
Hey, how about these? Earth to Louie, Earth to Louie, take me to your leader.
Tommy, how many times have I told you not to leave your toys around? If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a mess. Ah! Avalanche! Hey, what's the big idea?
Hello, Mr. A.
Hey, Dad.
It's you, Grunwald. What a surprise. What are you two up to?
Homework.
Since when is messing up my garage considered homework?
We were just looking for some junk.
Huh? With my field telescope? If it weren't for this telescope, you wouldn't be here today. In fact, the free world as we know it might not exist. Brussels, May 19th.
Oh, look at the time. I'm late for dinner. See ya.
Dinner already?
My platoon was assigned to take out the Turgenev Bridge. I pulled out my trusty field telescope and scoped out the situation. We were outnumbered, and the enemy was closing in fast. Things were looking mighty grim for the fighting fifth. An enemy grunt lobbed a live grenade right at us. I wanted to run, but I knew it was the bottom of the ninth, the bases were loaded, and Old Glory needed a home run. I stepped up to the plate with my trusty field telescope, waiting for the pitch, and whack! A home run! And when I returned to the States, Hank Greenberg borrowed my scope, hit a grand slam, and beat the St. Louis Browns to win the pennant.
Is there a point to this story?
The point is respect. Now clean up the mess before dinner. Let's see, this goes here. Add that. I'll never get this thing back together.
Sure, dear.
What do you got there, honey?
An alien sighting.
Space aliens by Keister. Farmer falls asleep on his lawnmower, does a few donuts, snaps a photo of it, calls it a UFO landing site, and the next thing you know, he's a celebrity. Nonsense.
It's not nonsense. Look, aliens abducted a 40-year-old housewife and sucked out her brain.
That one I can believe, honey.
Oh, very funny.
You think it's convincing enough?
If we could just make it fly, we're a shoo-in for an A.
Hey, I have an idea. I borrowed these from Tommy.
Does he mind?
No. Why do you ask?
Louie, check this out.
Prepare for the Martian invasion, Polish mortals.
This is great, Goon. I'm telling you, we're gonna ace this project.
Louie!
Oh, no.
I did it!
Oh, do me a favor and call Louie for dinner, would you?
Sure, I'd love to, Buttercup. It's not like I'm doing anything important here.
Gotcha!
Hurry, it's getting away!
Louie! Dinner. Louie! Where's that kid? Why? Holy Toledo. Oh.
Look, he's just staring at it. I wonder if he thinks it's real.
No,
He can tell it's just junk. We're gonna fail.
There's only one way to find out.
Greetings, Earthling.
Please don't suck out my brain and vaporize me.
Cool! He thinks it's real.
Negative. We come in peace.
Who are you? Where do you come from?
I am Zarbor, leader of the Wingbats. We come from a tiny planet in a distant galaxy, millions of light years away.
Works great. Now get it out of there.
You have been selected to be the ambassador for all Earthlings.
And moi?
We will return in 1 week. Spread the word across the globe and prepare for the arrival of the alien armada.
Yes, sir. I mean, oh, great leader of the Wingbation people. If you wouldn't mind, I'd really appreciate you posing for a photo. You know, for the old family album. Don't go away. I'll be right back in a flash.
Come on. Now's our chance.
Goodbye. See you next week. Don't worry, I won't let you down. Ara! Ara!
That was great. He thought it was real.
This could be our first day. All right.
You settle for a C-.
Maybe it was just a low-flying plane or something.
Ara, I'm telling you, it was a real, honest-to-goodness spaceship. It looked just like this one. Well, my pictures will be better. And by tomorrow, I'll have the proof to show the world. Of all the people on the planet, they chose me. I have to get ready. Only have a week to prepare, you know. And I want to make a good impression. After all, I am the ambassador.
These little green men didn't happen to fly out of a magic lamp, did they?
I'm telling you, I saw a spaceship. Why won't you guys believe me?
Maybe it's just a total lack of proof.
I've got proof. I'm picking the photos up at lunch. Then we'll see who's laughing. Party, har, har.
And I think if we glue the straps from my mom's yellow sundress, to the handle of my dad's golf bag,
Louie, that's nonsense. To make this fly again, we'd have to use your mom's red evening gown instead.
Funny.
Men, what I have here in my hands is about to change history, as we know.
Yeah, right.
Behold, the aliens!
My, it's hideous. And gluttonous, too.
Hey, wait a minute! Here's the real photo.
There he is, quick!
Excuse me. You know what's going on here?
Some guy spotted an alien.
Uh-oh.
Look on the bright side. At least it was convincing.
That's right. The truth is they really came here to melt our faces off and to take over the planet. But old Andy, Ambassador Anderson here, set him straight and made peace.
And how exactly did you do that, Mr. Anderson?
I'm sorry, but that's classified information. By the way, did I mention that I'm a war hero?
Yes, twice.
Hey, buddy. How's my favorite alien expert?
Oh, I've known Andy for, 20 years? It's my bud. That's Jensen, Jensen. A lot of people didn't believe this whole spaceship thing, but I stood by him from the start.
Don't forget, we have a fine array of souvenirs available in our gift store.
Don't you think you're going a little overboard, dear?
Relax, honey. It's Anderson time. Or how about a limited edition autograph photo of yours truly, alien expert ambassador? Or how about one with an actual alien? Come on, work the crowd.
Take me to your leader. Come in peace.
Aliens are coming to town. Aliens are coming to visit me.
All right, glue, wire, batteries. With any luck, we'll have the spaceship back together by tomorrow.
Right after we take a little break. Operation!
Here you go, kids. 2 space cone specials.
Not bad. Mint.
Don't you think the tone's taking this alien thing a little too far?
What do you mean?
Look,
I think it brings a certain panache to the community.
I can't take it anymore. I've got to tell my dad the truth.
And with us now is noted alien expert and alien-appointed ambassador to Earth, Mr. Andy Anderson.
Oh, no. What now?
Today's a very special day. The day the aliens are expected to return.
Real bright idea, having the aliens return.
And so, as your ambassador, I'd just like to take this opportunity to invite each and every one of you to my Adobe tonight for the event of a lifetime.
More like a disappointment of a lifetime. Mom, can I ask your advice?
Sure, Louie. About what?
Well, I have this friend who did something. And not even something that bad. But this other person misinterpreted it and blew the whole thing into orbit, so to speak. And now this friend is afraid to tell what they did. What do you think they should do?
Louie, life is a lot like making cookies.
I should have known.
Let's say you're baking a dozen chocolate chip cookies. You lay out all your ingredients. Then you start mixing them all together. But what if some Brussels sprouts accidentally spill into the batter?
Brussels sprouts?
For all we know, chocolate chip Brussels sprout cookies might even taste better than regular cookies. But do you tell people they're not eating regular chocolate chip cookies, even though they might not ever find out? It all comes down to honesty and taking responsibility. Would you like a cookie?
Thanks for the advice, Mom.
Clean it up, brush a little here, brush there. All done. Isn't she a beaut?
Yeah, Dad.
Just think of it, Louie. When that spaceship lands here in our yard tomorrow night, we're gonna make history, my boy.
That's great, Dad, but
Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if they offered me a seat in the UN. Erected a statue of me in the center of town. Even named a sandwich after me. I can see it now. The Ander sandwich. Now, that's being immortalized.
Dad, I really...
Oh my gosh, look at the time. I have to get ready.
Oh.
Greetings, great leader of the Wimbatians. Welcome to Earth. That sounds too impersonal. Greetings, great leader of the Wimbatians.
Dad, do you have a minute?
Oh, yeah, sure. I've got the leader of the Wimbatians arriving here at 2200. And I have the speech of a lifetime to give and haven't even started yet. Sure, I've got time. Shoot.
I was wondering if we could talk.
I know what's on your mind. I have for some time.
You do?
Yes, you're worrying about now that I'm famous, will I still be the same old lovable dad? But don't worry, Larry. Fame and fortune won't change old Andy Anderson.
Well, actually...
You know what? Fame and fortune aren't even the best part of this whole thing, Larry. You know what is? That of all the people on the whole planet, those aliens chose me to be the ambassador for our people. For the first time since I was in the military, I feel like I have a special purpose again. Well, gotta go. The mothership awaits.
Great.
We are here in front of the home of Andy Anderson, where an historic event will take place. Aliens from another planet have announced that they will be landing here.
Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh man, look at all these people. This doesn't look good.
Get your view spots here. If you want to see the spaceship, you need a prime spot to view it from.
Mike, what are you doing?
Making a buck. What does it look like I'm doing?
Renting out our lawn. You can't do that. It's wrong.
You're right. I should cut you 30% of the profits. So, what time do you think we should launch our ship?
Are you nuts? We can't do it again.
In case you haven't noticed, there are a lot of people here who are counting on a flying saucer showing up tonight. Look, isn't that Mr. Lambert?
Yeah.
If everyone believes our ship is real, there's no way Lambert will deny us an A.
An A, huh?
Are you sure about this, Andy?
Don't worry, darling.
But if for some reason they don't show, I just don't want to see you be disappointed.
If there's one thing I know about these aliens, honey, it's that they don't go back on their word.
I would like to thank you all for coming out for Cedar Newell's first alien landing. Let's give a warm applause to Mr. Ambassador himself, Andy Anderson. As a small token of our appreciation, we bestow upon you the key to the city.
Thank you, everyone. This is a very proud day for me. It reminds me of another day, not unlike this one. During the war, my platoon...
Okay, here we go.
Where's the helium balloons?
I got something better this time. Electric fans. Look, 30-foot extension cord. Ready for blast off?
There's one little problem, genius. How are we supposed to launch this flying saucer with half the world out there?
I thought you were covering that one.
Hey, look! It's them! It's them!
Come on, now's our chance.
Sorry, everyone. False alarm. Glad you're paying attention. But I'm sure they'll be here. Look! There it is!
Greetings, Earthlings. We come in peace.
Greetings, great leader of Wumbasians. Welcome back to the dairy capital of America. But where is the fleet of spaceships?
Fleet of spaceships?
Remember, that was your idea there, Mega Mouth.
I know this is uncharacteristic of me, but I'm stumped.
The other ship stopped for donuts and then took the long turn at Jupiter. But they should be here soon.
Good one, Louie.
Great. Now that our peoples have made peace, we offer to you a modest collection of some of our community's finest. A wedge of what?
The cord! Quick, put it back in!
Look out! It's an ambush!
I am the mayor!
Hit the deck!
Quick, put it back in!
Pay no attention to the earthlings in the doom shed.
It's the kids.
You know what this means, Louie? Court-martial. You hear me? Court-martial. I'm doomed.
This could have finally put Cedar Knoll on the map.
May I suggest, Mr. Anderson, you read my latest self-help book, Alien Sighting or Alienation.
Louie, how could you?
I didn't mean to. It's just our science project. I guess it got a little out of hand.
A little out of hand? Louie, go to your room.
Go to your room, go to your room. Jeez, doesn't everybody come up with anything new?
So, what do you think? A? A+?
What do you have to say to Mr. Anderson?
Ow! I'm sorry, Mr. A. This wasn't a goof on you. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have done it in public. I would have done it behind your back. It'll never happen again.
You bet it'll never happen again.
Oh, okay, I hear you. All right, stop. Ow.
Say cheese.
Huh?
Our class project was, about space travel.
But now it's about how to get your picture in the paper in one easy lesson. Yeah, lesson 1! Make a fool out of yourself in front of the whole town!
Andy, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? The fact that I wasted a week of good TV watching time to build a landing pad? Or was it the fact that I was made a fool by my only son?
Well, Louie's not your only son.
He's my only son that embarrassed me in public.
Well, that's not true. There was the time that Sid dressed like...
Don't remind me of that one.
Oh, dear.
Dad, here, this is for you. You might want to let the glue dry before touching the sides. Are you still mad?
Hey, don't worry about it. I got my 15 minutes of fame. Now it's back to being your average Joe Schmo again. You know where you went wrong? You should have used a battery pack, kid. It's lighter than the extension cord, and you could have got more height.
Yeah, but then it would have made an even bigger crash.
Nah, you couldn't have crashed bigger than you did, son.
I'm real sorry, Dad.
Hey, let's see what stars are out tonight. What do you say?
Dad?
Yeah, Louie?
If aliens really did land, you would have made a great ambassador.
Thanks, son, but if aliens really had landed, I think I would have just fainted.
My dad thought he was just an average Joe again. But it was that night I realized there was nothing average about him at all. I didn't get a chance to tell him what I was really thinking, but I think he knew.
I can't believe I even believed in flying saucers. It's ridiculous, really.
Yeah, it is pretty funny, Dad.
Larry.
Yeah, Dad?
Slow my heart down and tell me that's just an eclipse.